Hello there and welcome back to the reign of Prince Rhaegar, or King Rhaegar Targaryen. Where we left off, my father's reign finally came to an end, so we are about to try and stabilize the realm. Now first off comes the removal of Robert Baratheon. That man is trouble. He not only is he trouble in the fact he's up in arms right now, causing rebellion, but he's also betrothed to Lyanna Stark, who I have quite an interest in, for prophecy reasons. So we're going to get this army together. Most of this army here are Reachmen, so we will get them to do our bidding. Dawn is actually not in the war. Huh. Why is Dawn not in the war? Ah, Doran died. Doran was killed by Dennis of the Vale. Really? So now you have Princess Arianne. And she's very young. So we should try to get her involved here. Non-aggression pact, I'm married to her aunt, but that's apparently not enough. I can't assign her any guardianship. Her heir is Prince Oberyn Martell, who is married to Ilaria Sandas. Very, very good for them. He has children, but nobody we have any reason to try and get involved with. Elia, we need to get her out of jail. We do. So we get Dornish back into the fold. They have a whole 11k army we could have attacking the Stormlands from the south right now. So close. That looks like 3 marks against 3, so one little thing would change it. Now we could give her something. A Skull of Meraxes, perhaps. A Fire Sword, perhaps. Aegon's Crown, Maekon's Crown. Let's give them a dragon skull. Now, which one was it that they actually shot down? Let's just give them the Skull of Caraxes, a bloodworm. I'm sure that'll bring them to our side down there in Dawn. Actually, Sir Miles Mooton would like to get married. We'll find him somebody nice, but not just yet. We're currently in the middle of a lot of things here right now. And excellent, Arianne has accepted the gift and will accept a non-aggression pact. Hopefully now. Also, we have the ability to spend on food. We'll not do terribly much on food. She has accepted. Let's hope that that man there will serve us well. And let's get a new position for the King's Guard. Bring me the greatest knights in the realm. Now, Miles Mooton has shown up. He's a good friend of mine. We'll give him the opportunity to serve. And he accepted it. So no more marriage for you. No more marriage for you, good sir. Open council positions. We need some... Well, let's not quite overhaul it yet. We do need the support of these people, but not if you are minus. George, you can have that position. He's Septon. Good sir. We'll wait on these positions for now. We need to worry about other things first before we start doing all of these positions. However, there are still... advisor slots we could give out. A Valyron, perhaps. Valyron is an old, loyal house. They should be given a position in the government. And then there's the religious side. We could give a position to the High Septon. And I think I will. Excellent. Ruler is currently uncrowned. Yes, that will remain until after the war. First, we are getting these forces together. What is this? Oh, you are in the war. Good, 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 good. Lord Mooton is furious that his son has joined the King's Guard behind his back. Yes, let us get an army together here. We could release and re-raise for many more men. And we shall do that. It will cost a few lives elsewhere, but over here it'll be really fine. So we're just going to try and get these forces together here. We had the band with us. As this Oakenshield, Hewitt has gone against us. That is tragic. Now, Dawn, are you able to join this war now? We are allies? We're not allies just yet. Of course not. Excellent. We can now call Dawn into the war again. I believe. And let's also go around and do some other special interests, such as Robert Baratheon, his brothers Stannis and Renly. Let's also go to the Lannister camp, where Tywin, along with Cersei and Jaime and Tyrion should be marked as special interest. Let's go to the Riverlands where Hosta and Edmure should be special interest. Also the Blackfish, why not? Crossing. Waterfrey is still not in the war. We should try and get him involved. The Eyrie will mark you as special interest. The Eyrie's armies are actually destroyed. That is very good. And then the Starks of the North. That'll be Eddard and Benjen. And Rob. Rob has been born. Good for him. Widow's Watch is actually neutral right now. No, Widow's Watch has joined us. The House of Flint has joined us in the north. Very good. Let's also mark the Night's Watch as special interest there. Then we got Mace Tyrell. His wife, Lady Hightower. Very good. We'll leave that how it is. And then we have Lady Arianne. And Lord Oberyn. Oberyn's a very interesting man to have a special interest. There we go. I believe that's everyone we require, so let's get to work. We just need this army to arrive at the capital, and then we will be able to start marching them where they are required. Which will be into the Stormlands, I believe. Try and take out Robert's army. I don't know. I'm a kind man, I'm a brave man, I'm an ambitious man. Ambition brings quantity, I believe, when it comes to desires. Actually, we are losing a lot of men over here. And there is a civil war in the Reach now, led by a Lord Redfort. We'll keep him in mind, because he is helping us out quite a lot here by starting this war. Right, all of our forces are together. We have a 37,000 men strong army. We'll have the commanders Jeremy and Jacelyn in position, and we will march. Where? I don't know. We should march into the Stormlands and try to take out some of their lands, but the attrition would be god-awful. So let's actually split, no, not in half. We'll create a new unit. And we'll have the Reachman army join here. The rest of us will be going elsewhere. As it is my duty, we will join that, which is apparently nothing. You guys are going to go into here. You guys are going to go into here. Very good. And we're going to siege down some Stormland territory. And yes, some other houses have decided to join against us. This is not good. More and more disloyal factions join against us. This is terrible. But hopefully us being able to take over some castles here will help us a good fair amount. Because we can't hit that army there. We simply cannot. It'd be far too deadly. Yes, don't bother me with the lesser lords either. Alright, says Janos Slint would like to be the regent for the Iron Throne. An absurd proposition, Janos Slint, but you will be remembered elsewhere. I will need more lords at some point, Sir Janos, so don't you worry about that. Let's simply take over these castles here. It's not terribly deadly. 4,000 men did die. Oh, Eddard Stark is beheading his own lords now. Not going all Rob on us, are you, Eddard? I tell you, that's not a great strategy. Behead your own lords during a rebellion. It really isn't. That barely did anything, except loses a lot of men. So we are going to march off to deal with Robert Baratheon himself there. I'm going to send this other army up to deal with these Stark forces in the area. And hopefully that will do good there. What is this? I have a bastard, you say? Me? Should have some money for the child's care. Because now this guy is just a random bastard. Let's actually mark him as special interest. Always good to have bastards around the map. And let's see if we can catch up to Robert Baratheon's forces here, who I don't think he's actually involved with anymore. No, he's not here. Just Richard Horp, Stannis, and Manfred Yu. Not very strong individuals. They got absolutely butt blasted. They did not do very good at all. And we are probably going to have to go over and liberate Dragonstone, because they are costing us a lot of war score in that region. A heck of a lot of war score. While our forces over here are not going to be able to liberate much at all. Right, this time we could go around there and then in through to here. Very good. These forces there is a fair few of them. And also, Tywin has ended his war for the Stony Sept. Very good. Tywin, would you like to join us, perhaps? Your daughter is unmarried, but I don't have anyone she could marry. Well, I have people, just not notables. There is also you of the Crossing. Now, we could betroth one of my children to a Frey. Yeah, that always works out well. Tywin, I offer you Rhaenys to Tyrion. He will accept. Excellent. Rhaenys to Tyrion is a good match. And would he form an alliance with that? He would not. He definitely would not. But that'll definitely keep him out of the war for now. Okay, I'm taking my army to Dragonstone. We're going to liberate Dragonstone and get our war score back. They are going to slightly outnumber us, but we will have the crossing help here. Also, we can't actually storm that. Seret has been killed. Excellent. Lord Seret is no longer. Hopefully that brings his family out of the rebellion. I think Robert's rebellion is only going to last as long as they hold Dragonstone and Driftmark. I am going to march this army with Sir Jeremy into Storm's End. Also, of course, John of Griffin's Roost, you should be marked as special interest yourself. The main bulk forces of our enemy armies have been destroyed. They're not really a threat anymore. Also, my mother is mourning. My mother is reluctant to remarry. Let her grieve in peace, Rhaegar. You don't need to harass your mother like this. You really don't. It would be nice if these guys weren't able to take that back. But there's not much I can do about it. Now, obviously I could move my armies back, but I'd rather have them here for now. I believe. I believe here and now is a good position, because that fortress would be worth a heck of a lot, and Randall Tarley's good at sieging. Well, he's not really good at sieging. Specifically, he's good at leading the armies there, so he should be able to help it out a fair bit. We're getting very close here. Excellent. Dragonstone is being liberated, and it is saving us a lot of war score. Now, we do outnumber the Stark forces here, and so we shall go over there and deal with these Stark forces. I have actually met Eddard Stark in battle here. We should deploy somebody. We have Alan Tarley. Alan Tarley's in the Kingsguard? How did he get there? We'll deploy Alan Tarley. Alan Tarley has been killed by Eddard Stark, and he did not manage to wound him at all. So now we're going to have to fight Eddard Stark ourselves. Now, we are a better fighter than him. He's not a strong man. Neither am I, so we'll not be using might for this, but we'll take a defensive stance. I defensively evade his quick strikes, and Eddard Stark is slain. Lord Paramount Eddard tries to fight back, but I force my way through and move to effortlessly, with one perfect blow, crush his head in. Oh great, we crushed Eddard's head in. Finally, I throw my mace into his stomach. The man falls, his guts spilling out on the ground. This is really a undignified way for Eddard to be dying here. His head crushed, his guts spilling. This is terrible. But oh well, fire and blood, House Targaryen rules supreme. His sons, Jon and Robb, will have to go on under single motherhood. But Robb Stark has continued the rebellion. A 2-year-old Robb Stark is now my enemy. We're going to have to try and deal with that child. However, the Stark forces here are being destroyed. Also, I do need to replace Alan Tarley in the Kingsguard, so let's have a look at the greatest knights in the realm. Jacelyn Bywater, William Darry, or Richard Lonmouth, the Drunk. He is my friend. I'll give the opportunity to Richard, and Richard took it. Excellent. Eddard Stark has been slain, and we have defeated the Stark army here at Driftmark. Very good. Let's got to retake the islands, and we will continue our pursuit of their forces. The Lord Commander of the Night's Watch has died. He's been replaced by Dennis Mallister. Very interesting choice there. Dennis is a very good man for the job. Excellent. It's a shame that the actor died. The actor for Lord Mallister there. Died before the end of the show. But maybe that's a blessing, I'm not entirely sure. What is this? The blood of Rhaegar Targaryen flows through my veins. Since the days he walked the earth, we have abandoned our old Valyrian faith. Though I do see merit in the ways that helped me shape such a legend. We could gain sympathy for the Valyrian faith, and so I shall. Why would we not? Sympathy for the Valyrian faith is a terrific thing. But the islands here are now liberated. That's a great thing. The Freys have also joined against us. That is not so great. The Freys against us, not terrific at all. They have quite an army. However, Robert Baratheon has been spotted. We'll try to run down his force and defeat him in battle. The Westerlands are actually in a civil war between Lord Geryon Lannister, who's married to a Beone Hutchison. And he has a son, Norwyn. Norwyn Lannister, of course. And, of course, Tywin on the other side of that. There. Civil war. Excellent. My Master of War Arms has improved significantly. And Robert Baratheon is being destroyed in battle. He's really not standing a chance here. Lord Gunther Lonmouth's treason is one thing, but the Lonmouth stands beside me in the other thing. Yes, we'll... He's a knight of the King's Guard. I'm sure Richard here will do his duty. I'll do nothing for now and there. Robert Baratheon's army has been destroyed, and we are closing in on the siege of Storm's End there. Dontos the Red would like a marriage. He can marry as he pleases. I doubt Sir Dontos Hollard is ever going to be in our King's Guard, so yes, we'll just leave him to it. I will have her join the besiegement of Storm's End here. Should be over shortly. And another son. You can have some gold for child's care. I'll mark him as special interest again. We have a lot of special interest characters here now. It's really adding up. As for that, it is my duty, but I guess I won't be joining. And what's this? Geryon Lannister was killed in personal combat by Lord Paramount Tywin. Brother on brother. Which now marks Tywin as a kinslayer. Suspected kinslayer. Suspected. It's not entirely certain that he killed his brother, but it was in the midst of battle. Excellent. Storm's End has been captured. We'll have his family put in the dungeon. That'll be Renly. Renly has been imprisoned. What should we do with Renly? Well, we'll just leave him in jail. We are more of a kind sort. But let's continue the storming of the surrounding countryside here. We are very close to enforcing a surrender from our enemies. So let's keep on with it. We'll destroy this here army. We've captured Septon Byron. Good. Let's go into Parchments and take this area here as well. We're very, very close to enforcing surrender upon our enemies. Just a couple more steps here. The Freys are really holding us back, though. So it looks like we are going to have to go up and deal with that Frey army if we do wish to have peace. So we're going to march to King's Landing, regroup from there, and then march up to deal with this Frey and Northman and Riverlord army here. And then that will be the end of the war. But that is that marks the end of this episode here. We have destroyed the Stormlands. We have killed Eddard, and we are on the move to deal with the last rebel army. Thank you for watching. If you do want to support the channel even further, there is a Discord link down below. It's a great community. Go ahead and join us out. Join it up. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.